As you may have heard, the National Association of Realtors, subject to court approval, has settled, and this could potentially reshape the buying and selling process for buyers, sellers, and realtors. As somebody who's been doing this full-time, selling real estate with combined experience in property management for over a decade, I can say that every transaction is different and very complex. Navigating a home purchase or sale is not something small to undertake. Agents work so hard to ensure the process goes smoothly, and constant daily communication throughout the day is required. We continue to see on the news top headliners with inaccurate media coverage. A common false headline that I have continuously seen since this all came out is that 6% real estate commissions are going away. That is nonsense. Commissions have always been negotiable. Always. It's in the contract, especially here in California. But what I have not been seeing on the media, and what's definitely missing out there in the news, is that the biggest burden here, the one who sees the biggest burden, is probably the buyers, specifically those who are coming in with an FHA loan or a VA loan. Those are the ones who will be affected. I can speak on this because a good number of my clients are first-time home buyers, and majority of them already struggle to come up with a down payment and their closing cost. I mean, FHA programs offer 3%, 5% down payment programs, and I'd say a majority of the people that are going in with an FHA loan are struggling or have struggled to come up with those funds for their down payment. And about 80% of the mortgages in this country are with Fannie or Freddie Mac, and they have rules about compensation and what the buyers can pay or not pay. Very similarly with a VA loan, there's a rule that a veteran cannot pay an agent's commission. It cannot come out of the veteran's pocket. So of course, we will continue to work for our veterans, for our first-time home buyers, and in our offers, we'll advise to request a seller's concession to pay and compensate for the buyer's agent commission. But what about if the seller says no? Well, then you tell me what's going to happen, right? If you tell me, Linda, I love this home. Linda, this is my dream. I roll with the punches. I know how to do that. And I truly love to be of service and guidance. And if you tell me to do it for free, I may say yes. But what sucks here is that our E&O insurance wouldn't cover a risk if we're not being paid. And ultimately, our broker would say, no, I'm so sorry, Linda. We can't assist if there's no compensation because our E&O insurance wouldn't cover us. So Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac and VA loans, I'm sure, are working behind the scenes to make something happen before June or July when everything changes, if all goes accordingly. But we haven't heard anything yet. Consumers should know that we are here to be of guidance and service as the realtors. And what consumers don't know is how to handle those multiple offers when literally a seller is asking for an arm and a leg with the terms. It's been a really hot seller's market, and those counter offers are scary and they're dangerous. They don't know how to analyze and negotiate requests for repairs when a laundry list comes with roof, HVAC, foundation issues. Buyers don't know what to look into a prelim report. Even sellers don't properly know how to fill out disclosures. And buying a home is truly a complex thing. And conducting the research on comparables, it's so important to know what you're doing, and this is what we do on a day-to-day basis. Frankly, buying a home, as mentioned, is one of the biggest investments in people's life, and so consumers get lost in the process. It's so easy to do so. It's also very scary, very nerve-wracking. Imagine going into something like this without a professional realtor. That's just crazy to me. You need someone that knows the ins and outs in a transaction throughout the process. We know disclosures, we know agreements, we know local forms, we know 9A reports for LA. People need an experienced, knowledgeable, a professional realtor by their side that is communicating with all parties throughout the transaction. And frankly, in today's society, consumers' behavior often lacks of resilience, highlighting to the crucial role that we play in guiding our clients to the finish line. Our responsibility is to see them through every step of the way until they successfully achieve their goals. Witnessing the joys on people's faces when I hand over those keys is what really, really fulfills my heart and my motivation of why I do what I do. As a realtors, we have the privilege of assisting and empowering people to fulfill their dream of home ownership, making it a true impact on my life and on my clients' lives and on their future in their investments and their growth. For sale by owners have always been here. People that I know have tried to list their homes on their own and they come back running saying, Linda, never again do I want to do this, because suddenly they didn't disclose something properly and a lawsuit kicks in. It's what we do every day, and we know the strategies, we know the steps to assure that the client is in the process and makes it to the finish line as smooth as possible. The amount of time and hours that we spend in a transaction is truly crazy. I mean, we work across the board all day long, and sometimes we work for free. It's important that the public knows this, because we don't get paid until the very end. If we don't close a transaction, we don't get paid. And there's clients, example, let's say a teacher that looks one summer and doesn't find what they need, and it already took us 2 to 3 years to talk about credit, talk about savings. Finally, they go search. They didn't find a home on that summer, so they wait until next year. And next summer, we go back out on the field and we look for properties. And then finally, we're in escrow. And then all of a sudden, the inspection is done, and the inspection report has a laundry of items. And so the buyer decides to withdraw. We are here to assure that the buyer receives their full earnest money deposit, and that's protected with their contingencies until it's time to release those contingencies. And so then we don't wait again until another year. I've had those clients, specifically me, because I service a lot of the teachers, a lot of the people that are in the school industry, in the entertainment industry, that they only have a set amount of time to go out and look for homes. It could take years for me to take someone to the finish line, because once again, it's one of the biggest investments in people's lives. And I don't mind that, because I'm here to be of service and I love to do what I do. A little bit about me is I've been an entrepreneur since I was young. I graduated high school at the age of 15, and I opened up my own beauty salon by the age of 16. I owned it and I managed it until my early 20s. And then I went to college and I graduated with a bachelor's degree in psychology and a minor in urban development. Everything that I've done in the past really puts me where I'm at today, where I am here to be of service and guidance. It fills my heart to help people achieve their goals. And so real estate is really where my heart is. And I know that it builds wealth. I see people building equity throughout the years. I see people growing their children and then handing over their home to their children, or buying their investment home and then buying their vacation home. I'm here for you. I'm here to be of guidance and service. And you best believe I'm going to keep you updated with all of the updates as this unwinds. But I just wanted to let you know that it's truly, as of now, my concern is how will it affect our buyers, specifically our FHA buyers and our veterans that have served our country. Those rules and regulations I'm sure are coming to a change, but I wanted to keep you updated to let you know that I will continue to be here to guide you and to be of service. My name is Linda Mendoza, and I truly appreciate your trust.